Hello everyone, welcome back to Parshah Inner Sights. Jumping back actually a couple of weeks to the Torah portion of Noach. And I wanted to share this insight with you. After the great flood, Noach proceeded to sow a vineyard. He then after became drunk and exposed in his tent. His son Ham entered, witnessing his father in a shameful state, and he ran to report it to his brothers Shem and Japheth. The Torah describes how they both took up a garment, walked backwards into their father's tent, averting their gaze to cover him. While it already seems obvious from the text, the Torah goes on to stress that Shem and Japheth did not see their father's nakedness. If this is already self-evident, what does the Torah stating this come to teach us? We can learn from this that Shem and Japheth acknowledged the problem at hand, but they did not get stuck on it and were able to move forward to find a solution. In contrast, Ham saw his father's flaw only and unable to see past it how to help him. It actually reflected, in some way, the same flaw in Ham. Why so? People are our mirrors from God, taught the Baal Shem Tov. People are our mirrors. What does this mean? First, consider the difference between a window and a mirror. They are both sheets of glass. When it comes to a window, if a window is in front of you, hopefully you acknowledge the presence of it, but you can see through it, past it. Your vision is not limited by what is immediately in front of you, mainly the window. When it comes to a mirror, there is a silver coating on the back of that sheet of glass, allowing you to only see so far. And all a mirror can show us is the reflected image of whatever is directly in front of it. That is the fundamental difference. And in our interactions with others, we might have a window or it might be a mirror. When you are confronted with another's shortcomings, ask yourself, do you get emotionally involved or objectively observe? And I think the difference might lie in whether or not you manage to separate the person from the problem. If you can separate the person from the problem, then that is a window. You accept the person as an individual with their strengths, with their faults, who has or engages in a behavior that is annoying to you. But that's extraneous. You still can accept the person and their flaws, but you're not stuck there. You can work together to address the problem and find a resolution. And it can be a growing experience for everyone involved. When you can't separate the person from the problem, well, that is a mirror. Every time you see the person in front of you, all you will see is the problem. And you can imagine the cycle of frustration this drives you into, because the person and problem, they're inseparable. They're never going to change. It's always going to be like this. And all that aggravation you feel inside of you, perhaps it's because something about what you're seeing is vaguely familiar. When we are bothered by something we see in another, it indicates that there is something similar we need to work on within ourselves. Because people and triggering behaviors are our mirrors. Our interactions with others are a gift from God to help us discover something more deeply about ourselves and to help others grow with us. So when faced with someone's shortcomings, do you A, respond with empathy and action like Shem and Japheth, asking yourself what you can learn from the situation or how you can help improve it? Or do you react with criticism like Ham, dwelling on another person's flaws nonstop without it helping anyone? Indeed, the choice is ours. And before losing ourselves in annoyance over another's imperfections, let's take that moment and really tune into its quiet message. The key to transforming negativity we see around us is to start with us, within ourselves. Give it a try. It's liberating.